Hello, my name is Pan Pan Qin. In this video, I'm going to choose two adverts of KFC, respectively in China and the United States as my comparisons. Firstly, I'm going to briefly introduce these two adverts. Secondly, I'm going to introduce the two markets and discuss their culture based on Hofstede's cultural dimensions. Thirdly, I'm going to conduct a reflective comparison of the two adverts using Hofstede's cultural dimensions. Okay, the link in my left hand is Chinese KFC's advert, and the right hand is the United States. Both adverts are targeted at KFC's new products. The United States advert is shot in the background of a bar, showing the image of KFC being shared at a party, while the Chinese advert is shot with the family as the background, which interprets the scenes of KFC being consumed in daily life. From these two adverts, we can see the cultural differences between the United States and China. Usually, cultural differences can be analyzed and compared with Hofstede's cultural dimensions, which are the framework applied to distinguish between different national cultures, the dimensions of culture, and their impact on a business setting. It covers power distance index, hereinafter referred to PDI, individualism vs connectivism, hereinafter referred to IDV, masculinity vs femininity, hereinafter referred to MAS, uncertainty avoidance, hereinafter referred to UAI, long-term orientation vs short-term orientation, hereinafter referred to LTO, indulgence vs restraint, hereinafter referred to IND. This picture in my hands shows the specific data of Chinese and the United States cultural differences from the 6 dimensions. In terms of PDI, the picture shows that China is higher than in the United States. In other words, China is a country that it is more accepting of inequality than the United States. In terms of IDV, the data clearly demonstrates that the United States is a highly individualistic country, and people here are supposed to look after themselves and their direct family only, while China is a connectivist country. People belong to groups, and they will take care of them as exchange of their loyalties or something like that. So sometimes people may act in the interest of the group, not necessarily their own selves. In terms of MAS, China and the United States are similar. They both are masculinity societies, and people are driven and oriented by success. In terms of UAI, it defined as cultural differences in tolerance for unpredictability. Americans are expressive. They can express anger or emotion if necessary, while the Chinese have relatively little control over their own lives and can be overwhelmed by the vagaries of life. In terms of LTO, the United States is far below China. American society prefers to maintain time-honored traditions and norms and viewing social change with suspicion. Relatively, China is a very pragmatic culture. They encourage thrift and efforts as a way to prepare for the future. In terms of IND, this dimension is defined as the degree to which people try to control their desires and impulses. Compared to the United States, China is a restricted society and its culture is introverted. It doesn't place too much emphasis on leisure time and controlling the satisfaction of its desires. People are conditioned by social norms and think it's wrong to indulge. But the United States allows or encourages people to be relatively free to satisfy their own motivations and emotions. For instance, enjoy life and fun, pursue speech freedom, and focus on personal happiness. Back to the two adverts of KFC, respectively in China and the United States. Some differences in cultural dimensions are also presented. Firstly, Chinese advert is presented in the form of family group, embodying connectivism. What's more, the words in Chinese advert shows that men pursue success in work, and it reflects the social side of masculinity, while the United States advert is presented in the form of social, and in this social world, everyone is an individual. It embodies individualism. In addition, any supportive or good care image earned by the femininity society is not seen as well in the whole advert. Secondly, Chinese advert shows a high acceptance of inequality, and the main point is their attitude towards working overtime. We can see from this advert that both his families and he accept the overtime works, and their attitude toward life's uncertainties or arrangements is tolerable. But the United States advert is a kind of leisure and relaxed atmosphere. There is no sign of power distance, and they are better at expressing emotions than repression or suppression themselves. Thirdly, Chinese advert shows that they follow work rules and lose the right to enjoy and indulge. In order to create and accumulate a better life for their families, they are more practical and diligent in their work, while the entire image of the United States advert is an interpretation of the pursuit of pleasure and indulgence, and no presentation about long-term orientation. In conclusion, cultural differences exist in different countries. For a company, accurately analyze and understand the different cultures in different countries and make targeted marketing strategies based on them will be very important and also very beneficial to its business. Thank you.